Hello, welcome back to our PS classes. Today we are going to learn the third chapter of our session of English grammar from the playlist, and this is the first chapter which I told you previous day was about sentences. The second chapter was related to subject and predicate, right? And the third chapter which we are going to learn today is about the phrase and clause. See, this these three chapters were the most basic chapter. You won't find direct questions from these three chapters. You won't find it because it's not as important as all the rest chapters are there in English grammar. But to develop a basic sense, to develop what is correct and what is incorrect, right? So for that you must know these three chapters. Yeah, you don't have to memorize everything, but you just have to understand what is sentences, what is subject and predicate, and what are phrase and clause, because they are the most basic thing of this complete English grammar, right? So let's start this session. Chapter number 3, the phrase and clause. Examine the group of words in a corner. Does this make sense? Tell me, does this make sense? No, na? In case if someone asks you that, tell me what is the meaning of inner corner, or maybe a sentence like sit down, any kind like no, sit down have a sense. Let me think. To my door, or in the east, of gold, or maybe of the mountains. In case like this kind of sentence, do you find any kind of sense? No, na? Wait, pause just a minute. Let me remove all this. Yeah, what we were saying about, what we were speaking, we were discussing about phrases, right? Yeah, in phrases, you have some sentences like in the corner, or to the east, in back, or to forward. Some sentences like that which does not make any kind of proper sense if they are speaking, if they are speaking any kind of sentences like that, like them, it's not making any complete sense. Let me give an example. In the uh, in the beauty, does it make proper sense? Is this sentence making a complete sense? In the first three chapter we learned that sentences are a group of words which make a proper sense. So this is all the group of words, no, but is this group of words making a complete sense? No, na? That's why here comes the introduction of the concept of phrase. Phrase is a collection of words which does not make any sense. Which does not make any sense. Okay? And sentences, see here the basic difference lies. Sentences are the group of words which make complete sense. So here, to avoid any kind of confusion, you must know what phrases are those words which do not make any sense, and sentences are the collection of those words which makes complete sense, right? Yeah. See, in a corner, does this group of words make a complete sense? No, it makes sense but not a complete sense. Such a group of words which make sense but not a complete sense is called a phrase. Did you get it? Any kind of doubt? No. The sun rises in the east. If I say only in the east, will it make any sense? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. If I say on a wall, will it make sense? There came a giant to my door. To my door. Will this to my door will make any sense? It was sunset of a great beauty. In case if I remove this sentence, if I break this sentence into two parts, it was a sunset of great beauty. Of great beauty. Does this of great beauty make any sense? All these four underlined words, do they make any sense? No, because they are phrases. Okay? No. Any doubt? No, right? Now, examine the group of words in bold in the following sentence. He has a chain of gold. See, of gold. This of gold. Does this make any sense? No, that's why it is known as phrase. Okay, this is a phrase, a group of words which does not make any sense. Now, if you look the second sentence, he has a chain. See, which is made of gold. Which is made of gold. Okay, which is made of gold. The second group of words, unlike the phrase of gold, contains a subject. See, he has a chain, this is subject, which and a predicate is a made of gold. So what we are having as a subject, he has a chain. What he is having, he has a chain. Chain is a subject. And what is the predicate? Which is made of gold. Any doubt? No. Such a group of words which forms part of sentence. Such a group of words which forms a part of sentence and makes a complete subject and predicate is called a clause. See, for an example, take these three sentences. People who pay their debts are trusted. Now, if we remove these words, people are trusted. If we remove this, we'll get a sentence who pay their debts. Now, if I do a proper study on this sentence, who pay their debts. If I look on this sentence, who pay their debts? Who? This sentence is talking about something who. Then who? For whom is this who is used? It is used for people. So here the subject lies people. And what is the predicate about them? What we are predicating about the people subject? We are predicating that who pay their debts, which means people who pay their debts. So in this sentence, we are finding a subject as well as a predicate. Hence, this forms clause. What is this? Clause. Now, what is the major difference between sentence and clause? Tell me. Phrase and sentence, the difference between phrase and sentence is understood, right? But what is the difference between sentence and clause? Sentence is a word, it's a group of words which makes complete sense, but it does not make any sense, but it has a subject as well as predicate. So basic difference between phrase and clause is it does not have any kind of subject and predicate, but this clause has subject and predicate, but they are of the same category, they don't make complete sense. Sentence are those words which make complete sense, and phrase and clause are those words which does not make any complete sense, but clause is much better than phrase because it has subject as well as predicate. I think that you have made a mistake. You have made a mistake. Who have made the mistake? You. The subject is you and predicate is have made a mistake. Any doubt? No doubt. So this third chapter deals with the phrase and the clause, in which the group of words which make incomplete sense are the phrase and the clause. Yeah, the difference between phrase and clause is that the phrase does not have any kind of subject and predicate, but the clause are those group of words which all, yeah, obviously don't make a sense, complete sense, but they have a subject as well as predicate. So yeah, this is the end of this chapter, chapter number 3. After completing this chapter, I want to mention one thing. In this, after completing this chapter, I just want to mention one thing. These 3 chapters, sentences, subject and predicate, and phrase and clause, are just the building blocks of English grammar. You will not find direct questions from these 3 chapters. Repeating again, you won't find any kind of direct question from these 2 chapters or indirect questions from these 3 chapters, because they are just chapters which are made just to give you a basic sense, a basic common sense in English grammar. Nothing about that. So these 3 chapters are not so important, but the grammar part will start from our next chapter, which is parts of speech. Okay, so this parts of speech chapter is most important chapter because it's going to be a very great session for those people who are just beginners, who are just starting from the scratch level, who are just trying to learn English from the very, very, very basic thing. Okay, so the parts of speech is the most important chapter. So in the next video. Thank you.